Good evening and welcome to News Channel 8. I'm Jerome Aegean, and these are some of the top stories we have for you tonight. A man is shot on St. Croix and a manhunt is on. Some serious protesting in Antigua. And it's soccer, soccer, soccer. These stories and more are up next on News Channel 8. In our top story tonight, police detectives, forensic officers, and law enforcement agents are still on the lookout for two suspects who apparently shot a man earlier today near Five Corners. News Channel 8's Wes Small files this report.
Thanks a lot, Jerome. Let's do our math. It's about 10 minutes after 10 o'clock. News Channel 8 started to get calls around 8:30 minutes to 9. Here's what we have. We have a man on this road minding his own business. This is what he just told me. And his mom lives right in this area, just a few feet away. We believe that he was on his way to get her a morning paper. That's when we have suspects. What we have them is them attempting to rob him. He said he got in a vehicle, left the area, and then came back. They pulled up on him again, and they fired at least one shot. You could see the nick right here on his under his right eye. It's like right here, about this long, fresh. He would not go on camera. He didn't want to talk on camera. Then next, another gunshot, tried to shoot, and the gun jammed. That's when the individuals apparently fled. Then after that, you can see a lot of police responders and the media are now coming to this area. He declined medical treatment. All I know is 911 and Crime Stoppers at 1-800-222-TIPS. We have detectives talking to this individual with a fresh graze under his right eye, about that long, just now. Just trying to get a newspaper to his mom. What is going on St. Croix, broad daylight, prime time, rush hour? If we know anything else, we'll give it to you, Jerome. For now, that's all we have. I'm Wes Small, just above Five Corners for News Channel 8.
Thanks, Wes. And as of now, the streets are still hot and they're still combing for those two fugitives. If you know anything, please say something. Call 911 or 1-800-222-TIPS. That's the Crime Stoppers number. And in other news tonight, an American disabilities law was signed into recently. Let's take a look.
Today is the day that AARP and our coalition partners have been waiting for several years. Today is the day that we can celebrate and thank each other for a job well done. I know I can speak for AARP members and volunteers who have supported us along this journey. They would like to thank the governor for supporting this measure from the very beginning and for having the signing of this legislation on St. Croix. And we did not know it was a first. This legislation is good for the elderly. It is good for homeowners who want to remain in their homes as long as possible. And as we move forward, it is important that homeowners, especially younger homeowners, understand the value of this legislation. For those who need to renovate their homes up to visibility certification, they will receive a property tax credit that is pretty significant. For those considering building their homes, they can incorporate the design features into the original construction and immediately be able to appreciate the value of their property going up. This is a win-win situation for everyone involved.
The passage of this law really fits two bills. One is the merger of the private sector and the ability to get property tax incentives up to 20% for actually doing what this law requires. So we actually have an opportunity to do what is right, what is fair, and at the same time spur economic development. As someone mentioned to me as I was coming through, it was a very long time in coming, way too long, particularly the movement that began many years ago. But I think that the progressive nature of the individuals that pushed for it, but also the fact that our community and our senators was willing to take it up helps. I'm also today going to reestablish, it's already there, but reestablish and sign an executive order with the Lieutenant Governor to reestablish the Development Disabilities Council and to appoint new members to the council to make sure that the vehicle is in place to work with the Department of Human Services as we implement this program. Congratulations.
And we want to thank Earl Morris for bringing us that footage tonight. And the annual Paradise Jam basketball tournament is right around the corner. Let's take a look at the upcoming event.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Gary Malloy, the Insta Superintendent of the St. Croix District. I'm just very, very happy to welcome everybody here to the St. Croix Central High School Gymnasium for this event. It's very important that we are able to continue to meet the balance between education and athletics. It's very important that we continue to highlight our athletes and to showcase the great things that they do. And nothing better than to be a part of the Paradise Jam. Even though it's taking part in St. Thomas, it gives us the fever and the energy to participate, and we're looking forward for it. And we thank you all for what you're doing here for this clinic today with all these young men and women who will be able to learn a lot more about the game of basketball.
I'm very pleased that they're using Central High. So it's a big up for Central High, and any Central High students in the group, big up to Central High. New and old students, of course, old students. I'd just like to say thank you to all the partners. We're very pleased that you're here, and our students are going to get a real good clinic today. So I just want to say thank you.
How many know Craig Williams of the Craig Williams family? Huh? Your boy, Craig Williams, is coming to the Virgin Islands. He's the very first Islander ever to play in 12 years of the Paradise Jam, and he's from your island. Come on, give it up for him. Come on, that's great stuff. That is great stuff. He played right here on this hardwood, right here, okay? And now he's bringing his game back to y'all, and anybody that's 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, I would think you should be pretty fired up today. You could be the next Craig Williams playing in the Paradise Jam in the future in 2013, 14, 15. We're going to be here for a long time. So you'll work on your game, and I'd love to introduce you in the future as another Islander coming back playing for another Division I team. Because you know what? If you Islanders get good, we'll bring coaches down to recruit you. I promise you that. So for today, we're going to talk about clinics. We got Coach Jonas over here. How many remember Craig from last year? He's great to be back. All right. We got Coach Bobby over here in the lime green shirt. We're going to get after it here a little bit. And so just to introduce you to a couple things, what we're going to do, mostly is going to be fundamentals. Okay. We're going to do the fundamentals. So I see a lot of you can shoot it. See a lot of you can ball handle it, but the footwork isn't so good. Okay, and we got the master footwork right here. He's going to teach you a lot about footwork, and we'll work on that. We're going to work on the free throw shooting. We're going to work on a lot of things. Go in order. Pass. Dribble, shoot. That's a trick question. It depends where you are on the court. If you're right here, then you're going to shoot. If you got somebody open and then you got to pass. If you need to attack the basket with the dribble, then you dribble. All right. Okay, so we're going to get in triple threat. First person, all you're going to do is go triple threat like this. The other coach is going to help you get sure you're in balance. You want about shoulder width apart. If you're right-handed, you want your right foot slightly ahead of your left, heel-toe relationship. I'm going to go like this, your triple threat position. On the second whistle, I'm going to go like this again. This is the same fundamental footwork that we use with everybody from the NBA down to grade school. So this is the base. Building the base.
And that footage was brought to us by Earl Morris tonight, and that was footage of a basketball clinic that took place. And when we come back from this break, we'll take a look at your Caribbean report. There was a white march recently, and we'll bring you more. Stay with us. And let's take a look at your Caribbean report for tonight. In your Caribbean Report tonight, we start in St. John's, Antigua, where the leader of the opposition, Lester Byrd, has reacted angrily to the denial of a request for his commission of inquiry into the controversial awards of contracts for fencing of recreational facilities around the country. Prime Minister Baldwin Spencer's decision was communicated to Byrd last Friday, 4 months after the opposition leader said he made the appeal. The Honorable Lester Byrd rejects Mr. Spencer's response as callous and completely at odds with the UPP's pledge to bring transparency and openness to government in Antigua and Barbuda in a statement from his office. Byrd, who heads the Public Accounts Committee, said the spending was never approved by Parliament. Far from satisfied, Lester Byrd says that the Antigua Labour Party, which he heads, will press on with a super mega white march. And in Barbados, upset prison warners made good on their threats by staying away from work in protest of recently reacted promotions. The simmering situation at Her Majesty's Prison Dodds has prompted a visit by Acting Minister of Home Affairs Michael Lashley. I've made a check and I will visit the prison. I am going to meet with the permanent secretary and other officials in the ministry, Lashley told reporters. However, when contacted, Superintendent of Prisons John Nurse sought to downplay the reports that the prison was forced to operate on a skeleton staff after reporters contacted him and asked him to confirm the reports that there was a sick out at the institution. And finally, in St. Kitts and Nevis, 2 more young men were recently charged for kidnapping of Glenda Rollins Vaughn and are currently in custody at Her Majesty's Prison. The 2 young men, Jeremiah Riley of Soho and Ali Percival of Cardinal Avenue, now join their colleagues Clayton Yellow Laws of Neva Street and Yamanya Sky Juice Walters, charged with the kidnapping of Rollins Vaughn. This information was confirmed by Deputy Commissioner of Prisons Stanford Liebert, who noted that Riley and Percival were previously remanded to Her Majesty's Prison on charges of possession of firearms and ammunition. And that's your Caribbean Report for tonight. The annual Rastafarian Agriculture Fair is coming soon on St. Croix. Here's Wes with more.
Thanks a lot, Jerome. We're in Freedom City in Butto Park. And yeah, we have a beautiful cruise ship in today. And that is fantastic, especially for the town of Frederickstead. We're going to talk about a Rastafarian Fair, our 2nd annual, here next to Yuka, of course, and Miss Rebecca Russell, part of the committee, and Miss George, and of course, the one and only Siegel. All right. Well, let's get to it, Miss Rebecca Russell, exactly what people can expect, when and where, and all the details.
Sunday, November 20th would be the 2nd annual Rastafari Farmers and Artisans Market. It will be held right behind Yuka's building in the parking lot. It's a venue that would service vegetarian and vegan foods. We also have demonstration booths such as the Asafu Leatherworks demonstration. Hal will be coming in with a scrolling demonstration. The children will be doing that. We have a raw food presentation by Mr. Ray Hamilton from Raw Food Deli. Rootsy Ital will be doing a cooked food presentation. We also have Sister Veronica doing a herbal presentation. We have Ras Ajamu coming in with the Miracle of Coconut. And we have, of course, Brother Siegel with the Box Garden presentation as well.
All right. Well, that's a mouthful, that's for sure. And Miss George, you can give us some details about this cultural event as well.
Well, this is our efforts to go about community building. We want to rebuild our community and encourage local produce and the use and patronage of our local farmers instead of having to go to, our stores that are here that don't necessarily have the freshest produce. And if you can't make it to a farmer's market on a Saturday morning, this is an opportunity to see what farmers are growing and where they are and how to get in touch with them, so that it won't be just a Saturday morning thing where we can get in touch with the farmers and get our local produce in everybody's kitchen.
All right, agriculture, market, and network. That makes a lot of sense. Self-subsistence, something you've been preaching for some time, Siegel.
Well, that's all it is, Wes, really and truly. If the people just look at the world and what's going on in the world today, it's inevitable that we don't have a choice. We have to get back to our culture. We have to agree with our culture, If we don't start to feed ourselves, we're going to starve in the 21st century. So this is not just a Saturday event or a Sunday event, This is a training program for the sustainability of our people, So we're begging the people to come out and participate. Come and learn how to grow food. Come and learn how to preserve food, how to cook food. It's time to get on the organic trip. Really and truly, we're dying from what we eat. That's why they call it diet, you know what I'm saying? Where's it?
Diet.
Yes, so you know we got to live now, so we got to get on the live food
right.
movement, and it's historically known, you know. This is the breadbasket of the Caribbean. And from 1960 come up, the intention was to get rid of agriculture totally, and that has become something that we live with every day. There's a wise saying, teach a man, feed a man a fish, you feed him for a day, you know, you teach him to catch a fish, you feed him for life. So what we're saying is, teach a man to plant a seed, you know, and you feed him for life, you know, then we could ease our strain, our economic imbalance that we have here, where everybody have 2 and 3 jobs working just to eat. We want to now teach the people how to feed yourself once again, Wes.
All right, thank you very much, Siegel. I'd like to wrap this.
Say one more
Sure.
thing?
Like to
We are
wrap it up.
also offering a raffle for a still weed eater. It's valued at $600. The raffle tickets are $10. On that day, Sunday, the raffle will be drawn at 5 o'clock in the evening. So you can get your tickets at Bread of Life Bakery in West, Natural Sips, or Yucca, and Brother Siegel has tickets, as well as Sister Yulette selling. Remember, it's $10. Buy your ticket for your weed eater.
All right, thank you very much. All right, in Freedom City, please make sure you check that out. And again, it's right behind Yucca. And what day and time?
Sunday, November 20th from 9 a.m. until 8 p.m. in the evening.
Thank you very much. All right, in Freedom City, right in front of General Butto. All right, I'm Wes Small for News Channel 8.
Thanks, Wes, for bringing us that story. I'm trying to build a small garden myself, so maybe I could get a few tips from that fair. When we come back from this break, we'll take a look at soccer, and your Sports 411. Stay with us. Well, the St. Croix soccer team tried their luck over the weekend. Here's Koof with the highlights.
Thanks a lot, Joe. This past Friday at the Paulie Joseph Stadium, it was the last home game for the U.S. Virgin Islands men's soccer team. The Dashing Eagles in the second round of the Confederation of North Central American and Caribbean Association Football qualifying. The USVI is 0-4. Still in search of their first win as they hosted Curacao. Well, Richmond Sabir got Curacao off to a great start as he scored in the first 8 minutes of the game. Go, 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 go! Giving his team the early 1-0 lead. Well, 5 minutes later, Sabir struck again as he was awarded the penalty kick after he was fouled by the USVI goalkeeper. Well, Sabir, he proceeded to beat the goalkeeper like a rented mule for the game's second goal as Curacao led 2-0. Then at the 26-minute mark, Sendai Bito, he joined the party with a goal of his own as Curacao shut out the USVI 3-0. After the game, I spoke to both teams' manager.
My name is Manuel Vilches. I'm the head coach of the Curacao, de la Selección Nacional de Curacao.
Okay, good game today, man. You guys put up 3 goals in the first inning and just cruise along. And talk about the game today, man.
Well, you know, I was thinking they're gonna stay more in the back and it will make it more difficult for us to score the third goal. But we got the third goal very fast, second 2, and after that, I just play the ball, just continue. I don't need to, you know, many goals. 3-0. I was happy with that. Okay. Second half, we supposed to just shift the ball one side to another side and let the time go by. But they are greedy. They want more goals.
Tough loss today, man. But you guys played an awesome second half, man.
Yeah. Make some adjustments in the second half. The first half, we came out a little flat, and they caught us 2 counters. The penalty was questionable. You know, just hard luck. Good effort on the guys' part. Played against some professionals and held their own. 3-0. Yes, we lost, but it's a respectable loss. I must say congratulations to the players. We are about to go to Curacao on Sunday. We'll be taking them on Tuesday. Hopefully we can reverse the score and come back home with a victory.
Well, the USVI will travel to Curacao for their final game on Tuesday. We wish them the best of luck. That's looking at Sports 4 update, but before I go, just want to say Congratulations to my niece Okisha and husband Bon Boupe as they got married this past weekend. Wish you guys the best. I'm Stephen Q. Francis for News Channel 8 Sports. Back to you, Jerome.